or it's time to leave it at that and wait until you talk to her the next day. And you see that you are actually not getting good responses off of those things, you're supposed to actually say less, because now you tell her those things in person. So your texting becomes you're only checking in and checking out. What I do, fellas? So today's video is a little different, and this is gonna be how to become a better texter. So you'll never ever be the more on the boring side, the more of the guy that this girl is feeling like, I don't want to get back to texting him, and matter of fact, you end up getting left on red, you know, of course, delivered, and never getting a response. In certain situations, I also know some of you guys are getting responses hours later and also the next day. That is a problem there. And I'll add this right now because, you know, just to be helpful. If you are getting responses a whole day later, that is your cue to just stop texting her. Like, don't even try to become a better texter with her. You're better off not even texting her at all. All right, so give this video a huge thumbs up, fellas. And before I get started with this whole talk, y'all know we can talk some more during a consultation. If you go ahead and book it right now, we could talk about whatever it is that is going on in your life. And of course, if there's certain improvements that you want to make, and then right back to her, if you want her back or other things with her, we could talk about it during a consultation. Click that link and go ahead and book. All right, so the first thing that I have is going ahead and you got to make sure you're doing this, okay? You got to check in and check out, but more so catch up and make plans. So your texting is going to be all about short texting. So it's never going to be, oh yeah, I want to give paragraphs. Let's just get that out of our minds, right? I want to give paragraphs. I want to send her long conversations to catch up. These are the things that you guys are only saving for when you're so serious about her. You've been talking to her for so long, and then she's sending you paragraphs, and then also she has to explain things, and then you do too. You've been dating for so long, right? If now you have to say things like, hey, my day went like this, and I went to go do this. I had to run errands, and I also had to go do this with my car, da-da-da. Those things you start mentioning when you are actually her boyfriend for real. Now, if you're her boyfriend and you see that you are actually not getting good responses off of those things, you're supposed to actually say less, because now you tell her those things in person. So your texting becomes you're only checking in and checking out. And what's also happening is that she's getting the whole vibe of, oh, he's busy. Oh, he's going to explain to me later. Oh, he doesn't need to sit up here and text me all the time. And the other thing is that you have to understand, you're not here to send paragraphs, or you're not here to make it all exciting just through texting unless you're forced to, right? So if you're in a long distance relationship, if you work a lot of hours, if you can never ever really see her, right? If she lives out of town again, right? If you have to go weeks and weeks without seeing anybody because of your job, those things can make you guys have to text more. But right then again, you guys are going to have to be doing things where you could go back to saying less and saving things so you could tell her in person. So now let's get into how you could kind of switch it up if you have to be texting her more, right? This is how you could kind of switch it up, and I'll get back into how the check-in and the check-out and the plans work, because you do have to also be letting her know other things later on. But the other thing you could add to help yourself when you are texting is adding image. Now, image is going to help you so much to improve your texting game, because you're going to have a lot of females look at you and be like, oh, this is what you're doing. And they're going to take that image, and instead of the 2-3 paragraphs that you guys were going to send, or let's just say just that sentence of explaining what you're doing, instead of that and how it could be so boring and how she doesn't really care, she wants to see it going on, instead of that, y'all could go ahead and send a picture. And also, y'all could be doing a whole lot of other things after sending that picture in the bedroom. I'm talking about you could take her right back to the sheets, click that Patreon link. And I'm saying Patreon has videos about what girls want y'all to be doing, and Patreon has a whole lot of videos about what y'all got to be doing in the bedroom, secrets and all. So let's get into how, if you're going out places like, let's say the store, let's say you're getting groceries, let's say you checked in the morning, right? You said, good morning, I hope you have a good day. And then sometimes you guys have more of a conversation in the morning, let's say before your day starts, you guys go to work, things like that. So it could also be like, how's your day gonna go? It's still supposed to be very brief, right? So she's gonna tell you maybe a few plans, or she's gonna tell you whatever little bit that she has to say, and then you should give her one response, and then it could be 2, 3, and then it should be done like that. When 2-3 hours now pass by, and let's say you're at the grocery store and you want to hit her up with, hey, what's up? You want to see what she's doing, you want to talk to her, you go ahead and show her what you're buying. So you could say, hey, what's up? And then she could say, what are you up to? I'm just chilling. You could now send the picture of, oh, this is what I'm getting, right? You could send her the food, or you could say, this is what I'm having tonight for dinner, right? With the picture. And then you could say, what are you eating tonight? Or, oh, you could ask her things such as, just from sending her food pictures, what's your favorite meal? You could also add things such as, oh, what are you going to eat tonight again? So you could add things later to say like, oh, maybe we should eat tonight together. Or maybe you could come through and you can try what I make tonight if you cook, right? Or you could also say things like, I want to try whatever you end up making one day. Now, this is how conversations keep going if, let's say, you have to keep texting. Now, getting your feelings involved, getting paragraphs involved, getting the whole, let me tell her this, let me explain this, let her know that I'm gonna be making it like this and I don't like these other things, and also I haven't had it in so long and my day was really bad. Like, you don't have to add all those things, not when it comes down to texting. Texting, really try to, again, keep it so brief where it's like a little minimal where you know you're not going to add the extra stuff. So I'll also say this to wrap up with pictures so we can go back into how you can check out and make plans. But back to pictures, right? If you are going to send pictures, take it as a substitute. It's a substitute for the words that you'll say, the one word that you'll also say. And also, it's just in general nice for her to see pictures. Girls really love to see images. Take in a group chat. If you guys don't know how a female's group chat looks like, they're sending pictures to their girls, and it's really much like, oh, the texting gets more exciting. Also, it feels like she's more a part of your life, and also it's not like you are spending time sending more than you need to. The other idea of you sending pictures is like you're taking a quick snap, right? Same thing with Snapchat. If you're taking a quick snap to let her know what you're doing, you take it and then you send it off and you do it quick. So if you're ever struggling with texting, you're feeling like, well, it's getting boring, not sure what to say, it's time to maybe send that picture, or it's time to leave it at that and wait until you talk to her the next day. Don't keep adding more on, fellas. All right, so let's now get into what you could do to close and go ahead and stop talking to her and, you know, tell her like, hey, I have plans. So you can make plans, and also how you're kind of closing, because when you make plans, it's the idea of taking texting to actually seeing each other. It's the idea of communication through texting is now canceled out, and now your communication is going to be in person. So back into how you can make plans with her, that is actually one of the best ways to go ahead and close. So you check in with the whole good morning, you know, you're catching up a little bit throughout the day here and there, and then the closing is going to be next time when you could see her, that's going to be your plan set up then and there, right? So it could be such things simple as, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Right back to how you send pictures to her about what you're doing. She can now ask you how much you like to do this stuff, or where can I go do something like this, or can you take me to something like this? This is where now we're, again, eliminating texting, because texting is not everything, and texting can easily become boring after a while. So I'll go ahead to wrap up to say this. You could still text her, but just don't be caught up on the idea of trying to get her to get to know you, trying to talk so much through texting. And then if you continue to have a relationship, or you are in a relationship right now with this girl, you've been talking to her for so long, then you also have to know what she's like. If she's the type to be texting a lot, you could also say more to her. And I say you could say more to her as in, if she expects you to explain to her what you did today, you could also say, hey, I went to the grocery store and I also had to go fix my car, and then you leave it at that. So in the future videos with texting, I'm definitely going to tell you guys what you could actually say, like more of the sentences, like conversation wise. You guys kind of see me already do that when I was trying to tell you, you could keep it simple and, you know, tell her, hey, this is what I'm eating tonight, right? And also back to asking her things such as, how's your day going? Those are things that you guys should know to do. So once more, texting, again, is not the biggest thing you should be focused on, but if you are focused on it, if you are over here working on that, I hope you use these tips that I give you today to help you. And then if you want that part 2, or if you have any questions about what you could do specifically to improve your texting game, comment down below right now and check out all the links for consultations, Patreon, whole lot of videos y'all won't see on here. And y'all see me in my next video. Bye, y'all. Hoodies are officially available. As you guys see, I have the black one on, and it comes in gray as well. It is high quality, and y'all can see it is embroidered stitched. A Champion logo right there, so it is a Champion hoodie, and y'all could have this for over 10 years. I hope you're elevating in your life and make this hoodie a part of your life. Throw this on, style it up. Let's see how you like to wear your clothing. You can put it with jeans, black jeans. And then we have the t-shirt. Of course, I got y'all with the t-shirt. Elevate t-shirt, and you can pair it with anything, y'all. You can get it together. This Elevate hoodie is to represent what you do in life, and that is to elevate. So make sure you go get your Elevate hoodie by clicking the link down below, and don't forget about the t-shirts, and it does come in 2 colors.